So the scene starts, and we don't even get to start off the video without Purple Aki himself aura farming straight off the bat. And his aura farming was so crazy that it's even got the big three suspicious, thinking that it's a trap, especially Tony. He got smacked with that post-traumatic smoke disorder, but unlike the unincredible Hulk, he's actually ready to stand on business, 10 toes. It really just goes to show how useless the Hulk is in the MCU, doesn't it? The big three walk up to Thanos, and as if he couldn't pull in the aura from all four corners of the world just by sitting there, he says one of the most iconic lines in cinema history.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Someone put this man in the studio. He's spitting straight heat.
Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
Yeah, my bad. I already glazed Thanos enough in the last video. I'm gonna try and keep it to a minimum in this video, alright? Alright, so everyone gets ready for the scrap, and Iron Man comes in with the heat straight on point. Tries to hit an overhead, but gets blocked by the double-sided pencil. Cap throws his shield, but it gets the same treatment, and Thor dashes Mjolnir, but he forgot that Thanos is an Uru repellent. And I find it crazy that the big three are trying to jump this man, but they're still getting taken down. Like bro, if you three don't pop on ult right now, you're gonna end up looking like Immortal in season 3 episode 4. My bad if I spoiled that for you, by the way, but it's your loss. Why don't you watch it? Thor teams up with Iron Man and sends electricity straight onto that nigga's back, and Iron Man shoots out. But I guess Thanos has every contingency possible for his current situation, cause his double-sided pencil ends up turning into a helicopter blade, and it just deflects the beams. Like bro, where was this during the fight in Infinity War? Man could have literally ended that Titan fight with one move, moving like he's Jae-Yoon in Brawlhalla. Thor hits a home run sending Mjolnir towards Thanos, but Thanos managed to beep this in between all that laser vision and picked up Iron Man just to block the hammer. That attack knocks out Tony, and Thor's probably feeling like an absolute bellend right now. Like you try throwing a main attack and it got reversed onto the wrong nigga. You gotta take low tier God's advice to a maximum after that one, I'm not gonna lie. Cap comes in with the same kick that he used on T'Challa, thinking that it would work like last time. And I genuinely do not know what is up with these Marvel niggas when it comes to reusing the same moves time and time again. Just because it worked on one black man does not mean that it's gonna work on another one, nigga. Like look at the size of this nigga, fam. He is the size of an M1 Abrams tank. What did you think that kick was gonna do? Have him fall to his knees? You're garbage! Thanos spins back and punts Cap, sending him sliding, and Thor comes in with the cleanest slide cancel I've ever seen, weaving double-sided pencil Thanos dashed. And honestly, I'm actually surprised that he can move that clean with a body like that, bro. Just like Sonic said in Sonic Paradox, bro.
How can a man that fat motherfucking fast?
He tries hitting an overhead, but Thanos somehow manages to hit an Uno reverse, and Thor ends up getting beaten in and dashed into a rock. And because he's getting smacked to oblivion right now, he calls for his only crutch, the Stormbreaker. But Thanos manages to get his hands on it first and almost takes this nigga out of this world. But then all of a sudden he gets smacked by Mjolnir, and we get the reveal that Cap was worthy the whole time. But we don't even get to relish in the peace for a single moment, cause Thanos beats Thor's face into a rock and sends straight for Cap. And this old ass nigga really came in with the Super Mario jump, knocking Thanos back to his original position. Like bro, how are you Captain America and you're still hitting this goofy of a pose? Cap finally realizes that this black man is not gonna go down easy, so he dashes his shield and throws Mjolnir at it, hitting a shockwave, and starts throwing combos at Thanos, moving like any nigga in Brawlhalla, bro. They learn one combo and they're never gonna stop doing it. Not gonna lie, that is me though. Look at this.
Happy feet. One more combo. That ain't Falco. That ain't Falco.
Shout out to Pavelski for showing me that combo. But we're getting distracted right now, because I've looked away from the screen for like 10 seconds and I come back to seeing Cap getting chokeslammed onto the floor. Like nigga, you had the upper hand. Where did that shit go? He even got you doing the Peter Griffin fam. Like if you don't get back up and source this nigga right now, bro. Also, Thanos is absolutely vexed right now. In fact, he is so vexed that he breaks his helmet. Now, if I was Captain America in this scenario, I would have immediately given my reparations straight away. And not on some 4 acres and a mule shit either. Cause what are you meant to do? The nigga's breaking his armor, fam. What are you meant to do at this point? You're gonna turn him straight into chopped cheese. Thanos swings his greatsword, slicing Cap's leg, and whacks the shield so much that he manages to break it in half. Then he punts Cap across the map, leaving him looking like Tony's vision in Age of Ultron. Thanos sent his army to come down, and Captain America is still ready to fight for the Earth. Not gonna lie, that's W activity, bro. Fighting to the end, I understand that. You will never catch me doing that shit, though. I'm not fighting for no world. This world sucks. But then all of a sudden, a portal appears and we got the King T'Challa himself pulling up to the fight. And just like that, one after another, everybody that was snapped away in the last film follows suit. And everyone pulls up for smoke. And we get the battle of the century. I'm talking straight hands. Ant-Man goes massive like the low taper fade meme and punches a Chitauri Leviathan. All the Valkyries are putting in their work, and this battle is so full of smoke that if I tried going into every single detail, I would end up higher than Snoop Dogg. Now there's a lot of cute and funny scenes in the middle of this, but it's pretty much all filler, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm convinced that the Avengers are not serious when it comes to protecting the Earth, because their main mission is to get the Infinity Stone sent back to their time. And they really gave the whole fate of the universe to Hawkeye. Do you know how many times that this nigga has sold the bag? What in your actual right mind would make you think that he's protecting shit? He couldn't even protect a single kid back in Sokovia when all that shit was happening, bro. He was so bad at it that they had to mark off the only person that could help him. I'm starting to think that you lot just love losing battles, fam, I'm not gonna lie. But they finally realized that this regular white man ain't gonna cut it. So they gave it to the real BBC king, T'Challa. And the moment that he got that gauntlet, he was doing some Corey Kenshin level juking. Like, look! Like, bro, if you don't send this nigga to the NFL or any rugby stadium after this shit is done, you lot have failed. He's literally built for this shit, man. Look at this. But Thanos comes in trying to commit a black on black crime, running straight for T'Challa. But the Snow Bunny warrior herself came in protecting him and comes in with some bars.
You took everything from me.
And Thanos is looking at this girl like he's Dr. Umar. Like,
Who the fuck is this nigga?
But just like Dr. Umar, he underestimated the powers of a snow bunny. Cause she comes in with the telekinesis straight up and is hitting cage moves on Thanos. Like, this nigga's got his hands up like he's getting a whooping. Like, this is that bad. The gauntlet gets sent to Spider-Man, and as if he couldn't prove to me that he's absolute trash, he activates instant kill and is still somehow getting swords. Like, bro, what are you even here for, man? Your entire existence pisses me off, I'm not gonna lie. Get out of here with your instant kill shit, nigga. If you don't hit a finisher on all these niggas, bro, I swear. You know what? I already popped a vein last time I talked about this absolute washed up trash. I ain't trying to do that again, bro. So let's just move on. Thanos is trying to split Wanda in half, but she hit this nigga with the reverse, destroying his weapon. And then she lifts him up in the air and tries splitting him apart like we're in some medieval torture chamber. And Thanos has like literally no hope left, so he sends his entire ship to fire beams at everyone on the ground. It don't matter if you're white, black, a man, a woman, anything in between, bro, you're catching smoke. While Spider-Man is getting fleeced, he gets an assist from Cap and all the female members, but he got hit with one of them beams. But all of a sudden, the fire stops and they change direction to the atmosphere. And it turns out that Captain Marvel came in to give a heavy assist, destroying the ship, leaving Thanos looking in disbelief. And the way that she's looking at Peter right now, I can't lie, that shit would have had me folding straight up, bro. Like, I don't really dabble in a little bit of snow, but for her,
I might have to let it slide. I'm gonna let it slide.
and Captain Marvel starts doing bits, destroying most of the fleet. And I generally don't know how this is even possible, but Thanos manages to throw his pencil and it goes faster than Captain Marvel's flight speed. Like, what is your purpose in life, bro? How do you have so many feet, but you're still not able to go against people like Wanda, bro? The car blows up, and Iron Man and Thanos peep where the gauntlet is. But in some weird Marvel way, Iron Man somehow manages to tackle Thanos away from it. Now, let's pause for a moment and do some calculations. So Thanos weighs about 447 kilograms or 985.446 pounds for the Americans. And Iron Man weighs about 102 kilograms or 225 pounds. At least that's what it says on Google. I don't really know about the authenticity of it, but we're just gonna have to let it slide for the sake of the video, alright? So that means that this nigga Tony Stark managed to move 447 kilograms straight off the bat. Like, put that nigga in a strongman contest, bro. He's doing you lot a favor by not being there, I'm not gonna lie. But that strength feat doesn't really matter because he got smacked out the way, probably seeing some next lobotomy footage, and Thor subs in to try and restrain Thanos. And Cap comes in and tell me, what is he about to do? Choke this nigga. Like, bro, I don't know if you have some sort of kink or fetish, but can we please keep it out of the fight, bro? Just because it works on Piggy does not mean it's gonna work on Thanos. And it doesn't even work out for long in the end, because Thor gets hit with a headbutt and Cap gets sent flying. And Thanos was not a fan of that choking, because he made sure that Captain America was not gonna come back. But he doesn't even get a break there, because he gets pressed by Captain Marvel, getting hit with combos that will make any Mortal Kombat player weaker than knees. He puts on the gauntlets, but gets stopped by Captain Marvel again, only to pull out one of the stones and punch her across the map. Iron Man finally wakes up and looks at Doctor Strange, and he gave that nigga the one, which made him realize exactly what he needed to do. He grabs the gauntlet from Thanos' hand, but gets punted off. And Thanos is actually about to hit the greatest Instagram caption of all time. And it really seems like the Avengers is about to lose to this nigga twice. You niggas are trash! Ooh, never mind. This nigga pulled a D1 pump fake on Thanos, bro. Iron Man gets the stones and snaps his fingers, officially ending the fight. And we see the glorious king himself get wiped out. And Iron Man sadly gets packed up because of that snap. And it is so sad to see how everyone has to move on with their lives after Tony's death. It's like everyone is practically lost after the whole fight. But do you want to know what else is sadder? The state of Marvel after this film. Nearly everything they dropped after this has been straight garbage. Like, whose idea was it to greenlight Madam Web? Execute that man right now!
Ay, I walk around like that nigga. Finger on the trigger. If a nigga wants some smoke, I let it chopper eat it liver. I came with the 38, I'm leaving with a body. If he try me doing sloppy, shooting out the big body. I walk around like that nigga. Finger on the trigger. If a nigga wants some smoke, I let it chopper eat it liver. I came with the 38, I'm leaving with a body. If he try me doing sloppy, shooting out the big body. Ay, pop out on a pussy. Nigga, what the fuck up?